Ever wondered why trials and temptations seem to be a permanent part of our existence? A question most of us have mulled over at some point, isn't it? Let's delve into a passage from the book of James, chapter 1, verse 2. It goes, "Consider it pure joy, my brethren, whenever you face trials of various kinds." Now, you might be thinking, joy amidst trials? How does that work? Well, it's not about being ecstatic about the hurdles we encounter. Instead, it's about recognizing them as opportunities for growth, for refinement. You see, trials are not exactly roadblocks on our path. Rather, they're stepping stones, molding us into tougher, more resilient individuals, bolstering our faith. So when life hurls a curveball your way, bear this in mind. So when trials arrive, perceive it as an opportunity for growth instead of a setback. But what could this verse really mean for us in the context of our daily lives? It's a thought-provoking question, isn't it? James 1:2 encourages us to consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds. A challenging proposition indeed to find joy in our trials. Now let's take a moment to unravel this verse. It's not suggesting that we should be thrilled about the trials themselves, as if we should celebrate hardships or difficulties. The joy here is not about the trials, but about what we gain through them. It's about the growth and strength that come from overcoming adversity. Consider a seed. It must push through the darkness of the soil, fight against the weight pressing down upon it to reach towards the light. It's a struggle, but it's through this struggle that the seed transforms into a beautiful, thriving plant. In the same way, our trials are like that soil. They may be dark and heavy, but they also provide us with an opportunity to grow, to change, to become more than we were before. It's in these moments of difficulty that we often find our true strength and resilience. That is where the joy comes from the understanding that our trials are not meant to break us, but to build us. Think about it in the context of family. Families face all sorts of trials, from financial difficulties to health issues, from misunderstandings to loss. These trials can certainly create tension and conflict, but they also have the potential to bring families closer together. When a family faces a trial, they have the opportunity to band together, to support each other, to learn from the experience. The struggle can strengthen the bonds between family members, making the family unit stronger and more resilient. It's through these trials that families can grow in love, understanding, and unity. So the next time you find yourself in the midst of a trial, try to shift your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we might instead ask, "What is this teaching me?" How then can we apply the wisdom of James 1:2 in our lives, especially within our families? Well, let's start by embracing the trials we face. They're not roadblocks, but stepping stones leading us to greater understanding and stronger relationships. When we stumble upon hard times, we should see them not as burdens, but as opportunities. Remember, the process of overcoming trials brings about perseverance. It's this perseverance that helps us grow as individuals, and more importantly, as a family. Picture this, a tree standing tall despite a storm. It's not the storm that breaks it, but it refines it, making it stronger. Similarly, it's the trials we face that shape us, defining our strengths and revealing our weaknesses. But how can we apply this to family life? Picture a family game night. There might be disagreements, perhaps a competitive streak that gets a little too heated. But instead of letting these moments create conflict, we can use them to learn about each other, to understand one another better. Maybe your sibling's competitive nature reveals their passion for success, or your child's frustration shows their desire for fairness. These moments, these trials are opportunities to foster understanding, empathy, and love within your family. Moreover, we can extend this mindset to larger trials we may face as a family, financial struggles, health issues, or even the loss of a loved one. These are undoubtedly difficult times, but they also provide an opportunity for families to come together, to support and uplift each other, and ultimately, to grow stronger. We can find joy in these trials when we see them as opportunities for growth, not just for ourselves, but for our families as well. This joy isn't about being happy all the time, but rather it's about finding the silver lining, the lessons, and the growth that comes from overcoming these trials. And so remember, in every trial there is potential for joy, for growth, and for a stronger family bond. Embrace it, learn from it, and grow through it.